Misfits, and welcome. Today we are doing another installment of the Tyrant of Zhentil Keep, a 5th edition solo adventure that I have slowly been working my way through. Just to sort of recap what happened last time, I fought a stone golem. Well, I should say fought a stone golem. I ran away so that it wouldn't die. Had a bunch of random encounters around the town of Zhentil Keep. Saw a weird figure on the bridge that disappeared. Somebody stole some of my hair. Had to fight this this were-rat overlord guy. And then after that, I started one of these quests that I kind of unlocked in a previous episode. This particular quest is Dock Rescue, where I am working with a couple dwarves to try and save this girl who's been kidnapped and is at risk of being sold into slavery. And so that's where we left off. So I'm going to sort of pick up with that. I went to the docks, snuck aboard the ship with one of my dwarf buddies, and we broke the slaves out, but we were discovered. So I have to fight all of these Zhentarim slavers, which we will see how that goes. Also, I'm going to level with you guys. Like a minute before I sat down to start this recording, I spotted a bug on the wall right to my right. And look, I don't like bugs. It's kind of like one of the few things in this world that I don't do. So at any point, I might have to pause to go and deal with it, because I went to go get something to take care of it, and when I came back, it was gone. So I'm just being hyper aware of my surroundings, and we'll see how that goes. But let's get into this fight. I think the first thing I need to do is probably roll initiative. So I'm on this ship, and these guys, these slavers, run down, and so the slavers descend the ladder, alerted to your presence, and they say, "Out, scum!" One barks at you, and Danadir, "Leave the merchandise be, or you'll be tossed to the Kraken." Great. These guys are great. Alright, I need to move myself to a map, and I need to fight these guys. Here we go. Number 1, place tokens. ZS, Zhentarim Slaver. ZP, Zhentarim Paladin. D, Danadir, and then me. And then we all need to roll initiative. Alright. Big initiative roll. Let's see how this goes. Pink's gonna be me. Eyeball is going to be Danadir, and then I'll use the yellow for the slavers, and this peachy one with some astronauts and space stuff in it is going to be for my Zhentarim Paladin. Let's see how we do. I did really well. Well, really well. I should say that within reason. I got an 18. For me. If you hear any jingles in the background, that is my dog, Molly. She's walking around and having a grand old time. Yeah. Okay, let me read all of these combat notes. Okay. Did you and Danadir destroy both latches within 3 rounds? If not, then prisoners are still within their cells. We did. If they are free, you can rally the prisoners to charge the Zhentarim. Make persuasion check DC 10. Shouldn't take too much to rouse this rabble. As soon as this happens, all the Zhentarim slavers' attacks are at disadvantage. The prisoners are terrified of the paladin, however, and will not go near him. Take note of Danadir's protection fighting style. If he is 5 feet away, which he will try to do, he imposes disadvantage on all attacks on you. If your attacker would have advantage due to flanking, etc. Then it is cancelled and becomes a normal roll. Standing in the rear, an evil paladin casts Bless on his first turn, adding 1d4 to the slaver's attack rolls. He continues the spell until one of the slavers... Where's Danadir? There's Danadir. Okay. Initiative. Okay. +1. So he got a 17. Alright, guys. Here we go. Not gonna lie. The initiative, I thought it was gonna go super well. Except the Zhentarim Paladin got a natural 20, which isn't super great. I go right after him, which is good. And then it's Danadir, my dwarf buddy, and then the slavers. So we'll see how this goes. The Zhentarim, there's 2 slavers, and they are AC 13. I'm jotting this down, and then they have 14 hit points, so not crazy. The Zhentarim Paladin, he is AC 16, and he's got 28 hit points. And then Danadir, my buddy Danadir, he's AC 17, and he has 26 hit points. And just to remind you guys, I'm AC 18. I'm a paladin, and I am currently sitting at 31 hit points out of 32 because I fell out of a window while trying to meet with the people running this quest. Let's not talk about it. Okay, top of the round is the Zhentarim Paladin, and I do believe the first thing that they do is they cast Bless. Let me just double check. Yeah, standing in the rear, an evil paladin casts Bless on his first turn, adding 1d4 to the slaver's attack rolls. He will continue this spell until one of the slavers dies. After that, he'll change up his tactics a little bit. So, his first turn, I guess on my map, it's a she. Her first turn is going to be to cast Bless. Can she do anything else? I think that's just what she does. So she'll cast Bless, and that'll use up a slot, which is good. So I'm going to check that off. Uses up a slot. And yeah, so she's casting... Yeah, yep. Great. So that's her turn. Now it is my turn. And I am probably... I mean, they're right up on me. So... Let me double check. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna... go right up to this guy and attack. We'll attack with my longsword two-handed and see how that goes. Let me move some of these die out of the way. All right, here we go. Yeah, 14 plus 6, that's a dirty 20, so it's definitely gonna hit, and that's gonna be a d10 plus 4. 7 points of damage against one of these guys, so it's a pretty meaty hit there. Do I want to Divine Smite? No, I don't. I want to save that. Alright, so that is my turn. Next up is Danadir. Danadir, he's going to try and be next to me. That's how his character is designed to function. He has like a protection fighting style, so he's always going to try to be kind of within 5 feet of me so that he can impose disadvantage on people attacking me, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So he is going to move up to the guy. Honestly, we'll put him right here, and we'll have him double down on... Should he attack the one that I'm attacking? Or should he just attack the other one? Oh, actually, you know what? Before I end my turn, I'm going to talk to all these slaves that I let out. So I attack this Zhentarim guy. Danadir is coming up to be next to me, and I'm going to turn to these slaves, and I'm going to be like, you've been freed. Now is your chance to rise up and defeat your captors and try to inspire them to kind of join me in storming or charging these slavers and see if they'll help me out, because this is an option. It's a persuasion check. It's a low DC, so we'll see. Yes, that's a 14. The DC was 10. So this means that all these Zhentarim's attacks are now going to be a disadvantage, because all of these slaves are rushing up to kind of help and like terrify these guys and put them off attacking us. So that's great. They're not going to go near the paladin though, which is fine. Okay, now Danadir, he will... Yeah, he's gonna go and attack the... Let's attack the guy in front of him first. Ooh, I don't know. That's not gonna hit. But that's okay. Should he action surge? Should Danadir action surge? Should he action surge now? You know what? We'll just say that his attack missed. That's fine. Actually, no. Action surge, let's try to take out at least one guy. Yeah. Okay, so action surge, second attack against the guy that I hit. We'll go two-handed with the battle axe that he's got. 4 points of damage against that guy. All right, so one of these guys is now at 3 HP. The other guy is at full. The guy in the back is at full. All right. Slavers are going to attack. They do normally try to flank if they can. Though I'm going to say with all these slaves around them, they're not going to be able to get around to the back of us just yet. Okay. So they are supposed to attack with the whip. And see if that hits. So now these are all at disadvantage. So first guy is going to attack me. That's going to miss. And they only get one attack. Second attack from the other guy. We'll say that he's going for Danadir. Yeah, that doesn't hit either. So now we are to the paladin. Even with the... Oh, I need to do the D4 to their stuff. No, it's not enough. Yeah. Nope. Okay, now the paladin in the back. They're doing bless. They will probably... I keep clicking on the wrong thing. They will probably try to come around. 5, 10, 15, 20... We'll go here. There should be a bunch of slaves around, so I'm gonna assume that would be difficult for them to get around. Maybe that I'm being too generous on myself with that. Alright. they'll make an attack against me, since I'm the one that's probably been hitting the most. Let's see. With that, Zhentarim slavers' attacks are at disadvantage. Okay, so actually, they're technically terrified of this paladin chick. So I think they would part for her to come around and get flanking. So she'll get flanking against me. She'll roll at advantage to try and attack me with her battle axe. We'll see how this goes. We have a... Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hit. It's not a crit, but it's definitely gonna hit. Plus... Okay. So she does 6 points of slashing damage against me. Oh! Actually, she gets disadvantage on... It would have been a straight roll because Danadir is there and he's got his protective fighting style. So I rolled these die at the same time. So I'm just going to do a new roll and it'll be a straight hit. It's a miss. So no, she does not hit me. Thank you, Danadir, my best friend. Okay. Now it's my turn. I'm going to... She's behind me. I mean, I think I'm... Should I attack her? I think I should kill the guy that's on me. Probably. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I don't know, she's a bigger threat though. And they are already hitting at disadvantage, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the paladin. Alright, let's go two-handed longsword against paladin. 17 plus 6 is a 23. Two-handed... 7 points against the paladin. Nice. Some damage done. Should I... Is there anything else I can do? Yeah, okay. We'll keep it at that. Alright, then it's Danadir. Danadir is going to... Yeah, we'll do a battle axe. And he uses action surge. We'll do battle axe. You know what? I'll go against her as well with the battle axe. It's a 14 to hit, which misses. Danadir, come on. Alright, next is the Zhentarim slavers. They roll at disadvantage. But they do get a plus 1d4. Nope, that's a 10 for the first one. Oh, this one might hit somebody. Doesn't hit me, but we'll say the one at top goes for Danadir. And that's gonna be with the barbed nine-tail whip. And that's gonna do 1d4 slashing. It does +2, so 3 points of slashing damage. And hang on, with that, okay, it's not high enough for the whip to wrap around him, so he's okay. He's not like grappled or anything, but that is something that's happening. All right. Now the paladin is gonna go after, probably still gonna go after me because I'm the only one that's dealt damage, but they will roll at disadvantage. Well, it'll be a straight roll for her because she's flanking. Plus, that is gonna hit. Ah, man. For 4 points of damage. Okay. My turn. I'm gonna go in against her. Yeah. Oh, that was terrible. It was a miss. Yeah. Alright. Swing and a miss for me. Let's go Danadir. I just rolled the same thing, so that die is gone. And then we'll do the slavers. You know what? I'll just roll all of this at the same time. Alright, this one we'll say is against me. 17 plus, yeah, we'll say that hits. And that will be a D4. 4, 6 points against me. Not fun. Alright, second guy, this will be against Danadir. Misses. Okay. Paladin against me. I think that will actually miss. That was a 4 on the die. Yeah. So that one will miss. Okay. I need to do more damage. Gosh. Any spells that would be super good. Oh, I have a wand of magic missile. I also have a decanter of endless water. I kind of just want these people to get away from me. Can use an action to remove the stopper and speak one of 3 command words, whereupon an amount of fresh water or salt water, your choice, pours out of the flask. The water stops pouring out at the start of your next turn. Choose from the following options. Stream produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water. Geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. Target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Instead of a creature, you can target an object that isn't being worn or carried and that weighs no more than 200 pounds. Okay. Creature you can see within 30 feet of you. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, you know what? She took damage a while back, so I need to roll a concentration for her. She makes it. Okay. I'm going to point the geyser at her. Yeah, and I'm gonna use this decanter of endless water. Yeah, because why not? Or should I use it on them? They're rolling at disadvantage. It's much harder for them to hit me. It's much easier for her to hit me. So I'm going to point it at her. She has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw. Yeah, and we'll see how this goes. And then she should fall prone after that. She made it. Dang it. Well, it was worth it. It was worth a shot. All right. We'll have Danadir. You know what? I'm going to have Danadir. No, he would risk 2 attacks of opportunity. I'm not going to do that. Okay, we'll just have Danadir try to attack her. No, he misses. Let's do theirs. Man, I'm really not rolling well for him. I'm doing okay for myself because I have such a high, like, mod for me, but, alright. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll be a miss for first guy. And 14 plus... Yeah. We'll have this guy hit Danadir. And that will be... 6 points of damage. Okay. Paladin. Gosh, I'm sick of her. Ah, a miss. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Alright, I'm going to try to hit her. Plus my mod. Which is... Yes, I do hit her. Two-handed. Nice. 9 points plus 4 is 13 points of damage. That was a pretty heavy hit. So let's do a little math for that. She's at 21 right now, minus 13 points of damage. She's now at 8. She needs to roll concentration on Bless. She makes it. Alright. Now it is the... Are there any bonus actions I've got that I could do? What are my cantrips? Maybe I don't have cantrips. That's sad. Super sad. I don't think I have... I feel like I used all of my lay on hands. Yeah. I think because I got pretty hurt in a fight before all of this, so I think I used up all of that. Alright. I just went, so it should be Danadir's turn. We'll have him go after her as well. Roll well, man. Nope. I don't know why I asked him to roll well when, of course, he wouldn't do that. That's crazy. Alright, let's go Zhentarim, guys. 8. 9. Nope. Misses. Second guy. 11. 13. That is also a miss. Alright, now is the Paladin. That's gonna miss. Alright. Let's see if I can kill her, at least. That is 15 plus... I think it's plus 6. Yep. That's gonna be a hit. Come on, damage. Minimum damage. That's 5 points of damage. She's sitting at 3 hit points. Alright, Dana dear. Ha! Finally! Finally, Dana dear rolls above, like, a 10. Alright, Dana dear. With the nat 18 plus 4, that's definitely gonna hit. Kill this woman. He also got minimum damage, but it should be enough. It's 3 exactly, so she is dead. Goodbye. Thank goodness. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to open up this. Go to a little X. Great. Fantastic. Now nobody's flanking me, which is... Ugh. It was not about that. Cool. She is off the board before she can take a turn, which is great. Alright, let's do these Zhentarim phonies. Alright, 2... Yeah, that's a miss. Second guy, we'll do the guy up top next. Ooh, that's gonna be a hit for sure. It was not a 19 on the die, so it's not gonna be too terrible. Alright, guy up top going for Danadir, be 2 plus 2 is 4 points of damage against Danadir. Danadir is sitting at 13 health. But let's start mopping the floor of these guys. I am going to risk an attack of opportunity from this guy to move around to here so that I can get flanking on this guy. So let's see if that guy hits me. Let's see. With the disadvantage from Danadir, or from the... Yeah, no, that's not going to work. That's going to be a miss because that was an 11 on the die. Even with his mod, it would not hit me. Alright, now I'm going to try and attack this guy with advantage. And we'll see how that works. I think I just rolled terribly on both of these. Yep, I did. That's a 4 and a 3. I tried. But we'll put a Danadir trying the same thing. Attacking the same guy. So he'll roll with advantage as well. And hopefully we'll do better. We got a 19 and... Oh, both are 19s. He definitely is going to hit. And that is 5 on the die, which is already enough to kill that guy. Because he was pretty low. So this dude is dead. And then there was 1. Let me check in with the booklet and make sure that I'm... Slaver's attacking... I've already done the... Okay. Yeah. So I just need to kill this guy. Cool. Alright. That was Danadir's turn. It's the Slaver's turn. He will try to attack Danadir. Probably. And will miss. My turn. I'm gonna move to be here. I'm gonna go in and try to attack him. We have a 2 and a 3, both miss. Hey, if you've not watched any of my solo plays and you're not aware, I am cursed. I don't roll well when I'm a player. When I'm a DM, I roll normally. When I'm a player, it tends to be kind of rough. Alright, so I miss. Danadir. Come on, buddy. He will hit. It's not gonna kill this guy, though. This guy hasn't taken any damage. Alright, that is 6 plus... I think it's plus... maybe 4? Or, no, 6 plus 2. 8 points against this guy. Cool. He's gonna try to attack. We'll have him attack Danadir, since Danadir is the only one that's done him damage. It's gonna miss. My turn. We have a 10, and... okay, the 10 plus my mod, which is 6, does beat his AC. Thank goodness. Alright, 3 plus 4 is 7. He is dead. Awesome. Very good. Not too bad. I didn't take as much damage in that as I thought I might, and I still held on to my spells, so that's good. Alright, let's see. If you are victorious, go to 464. You and Danadir survey the carnage. Dead Zhentarim are everywhere. If you haven't yet had the chance, break the locks now and free the prisoners. We broke them free before the fight happened, in the previous episode. Suddenly, a little girl is before you, staring at you with wide eyes. Are you Annika's daughter? You ask. She nods silently. Uncle will be pleased, Danadir says. Well done, Outlander. He gives you a solid clap on the back. Now freed, the prisoners have overpowered the remaining guards and have all fled into the streets of Zhentil. Ganadir meets you within the warehouse, overjoyed to see the little girl. He crouches down and they exchange whispers, after which she embraces him and takes hold of the old veteran's hand. If you had left your armor and clothes here, you now reclaim them. We did not go that route. Let's move away from here quickly, he says. We cannot be found here by Zhentarim. They will be here soon. He pauses and turns to you. Thank you, Outlander. You have saved a great many people from a life of misery. You should take that to heart. Take that with you, regardless of what you've done before. I think the gods have seen you redeem yourself today. From the folds of his cloak, Ganadir produces a small gem. Hang on, I gotta pause this music. Or at least turn it down. Yeah. Produces a small gem. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear a strange noise. My dog is snoring very loudly next to me. Okay. From the folds of his cloak, Ganadir produces a small gem. Even in the darkness of the warehouse, the perfectly formed prism catches the light beautifully. From my homeland, he says, a naturally formed amethyst prism. Gemstone dragons eat them sometimes, but you can sell it for about 250 gold. You thank Ganadir for his generous gift. Well done on your completion of this side quest. If you came from entry 182, then return there now. Otherwise, go to 479. Alright, 182. I'm back at my room at the inn. I got an amethyst. Amethyst worth 250 GP. Cool, great. I have some other quests that I could do. I've got Help Wendell, and I've got Spectre Quest that I could do. I am a little nervous. Spectre Quest has a reward tied to it, but I think what I want to do is help Wendell first, because I don't want to go... I don't know. I need to see what I'm like before Spectre Quest. Let's do Help Wendell first and see how that goes. So let me check that off, that I'm doing that. All right. Remembering your promise to the halfling merchant Wendell Wheatfields, you take a short rest, recover HP as normal, and then equip yourself to make your way out into the darkened streets. Nice. Let me do that. Let me check that off. Short rest. I didn't lose that much HP, so let's just do 1 die's worth. 1d10 plus 2. Pretty good. So I get to take 8 health back, which is nice. Not bad. I'll take it. Alright. Then equip yourself and make your way out into the darkened streets of Zhentil Keep. Following Wendell's directions, you navigate your way to his place of business. Despite your late hour, there are still a few Zhents out and about. Drunks staggering home from the tavern, a trio of bards playing merry songs for the nighttime wanderers, a man selling hot stew and fresh bread rolls at the side of the street. It's all going on. You finally reach Wendell's essential victuals and see a light coming from inside. Knocking at the door, you only have to wait a few moments before Wendell Wheatfields presents himself before you, looking a lot more composed this time. "Ah, you came back," he says cheerfully. "I was starting to wonder if I'd imagined the whole thing." Wendell shows you inside and provides you with a bite to eat and a glass of wine before addressing the issue of his cellar. "Shall we go take a look?" he asks. You nod. Wendell leads you down a narrow flight of stairs to his basement where the cellar is situated. It is cool and dark in the merchant's basement area, and he kindles a lantern which sheds golden rays down the narrow stone passage. Soon you emerge in the cellar. Wendell leads you to a bare patch of wall and reaches behind a piece of stonework, activating some hidden mechanism. A low door, more a slab of white stone, slides to the left, revealing a passageway beyond. "My friend found it purely by accident," he tells you. "He was helping me move some crates and he knocked this part of the wall with the edge of a crate and it just slid open. Took us a while to figure out what he'd done, but there you go." You put your head through the hole and peer down into the darkness. If you are non-dark vision, you borrow Wendell's lantern. A roughly hewn stairway carved out of the earth itself leads down into the darkness. Looking closer, you see a multitude of footprints. I can inspect the footprints, which I'm definitely going to do. Alright, so survival check for that. Don't really have... I don't have... It's a +0 for survival. Alright. It's a 14, but the DC is 12, so successful. Go to entry 298. You have definitely seen such tracks before near the lairs of goblin tribes. These are goblin prints. To descend the stairs, go to entry 55. Alright, I'll do some goblin stuff. You nod to Wendell. "See you soon then," he says. "I'll have a dram of my finest whiskey to share with you once you get back." Carefully, you descend the stairs, primed for any sudden movement, but it is utterly quiet down here. Only the musty smell of damp earth greets you as you descend the crudely hewn stairs. When you reach the bottom, you see a passage leading off into the darkness. As you proceed, it bends left, widening around the corner. It is eerily quiet. Only the occasional drop of water, echoing through these depths, punctuates the stillness. Ahead, you see an entranceway to the west that leads into a cavern. Past this entrance, the wide north passage slowly turns northeast, and you see the near end of a narrow bridge that runs over a chasm. Ugh. To check out the cavern to the left, go to entry 309. To continue towards the bridge, go to 40. I definitely want to check out the chasm first. This cavern is quite large, about 40 feet or so lengthwise. On the far side, you can make something out. Is it a chest? Yes, there on the other side is a large chest, sturdy wood, with brass bands reinforcing it. Is it a mimic? To go over and inspect the chest, go to 320. To check the room for anything unseen, go to 66. To leave the room, go down the passage. Okay, I don't want to walk directly to the chest. There's a lone chest by itself on the far end of the room, so I want to check the room for anything unseen first. 66. Make an investigation check, DC 12. Investigation is not my strong suit. I have a -1 to this. I got a 19. -1 is 18. The DC was 12. If successful, go to entry 92. You explore the room thoroughly, and it doesn't take long before you see it. A rectangular outline on the floor, and just visible the tops of hinges. The chest was put there to lure you into a pit trap. Carefully, you skirt around the outside of the trap and get to the chest and open the lid. All it contains is sand. Shaking your head in disgust, you leave the room and continue towards the bridge. But see, I feel better knowing that, you know? Now I can put my mind at ease. Ooh, we're moving towards the chasm. You continue forward, following the passage as it bends around to the right. After walking for a few minutes, you see the wide abyss bisects the passage like some huge, ghastly maw. Only a narrow earthen bridge spans the chasm. Gingerly, you walk across, careful to keep your balance. You reach the far side of the bridge in one piece and continue down the passage beyond. I'm surprised I didn't have to roll anything. Go to 35. Once past the chasm, you continue walking for some time, at least half an hour, by your reckoning. Finally, you reach a junction where a passage branches off to your north. But I could continue east, so we've got this eastern passage, and then it also goes up north. To take this passage, turn to 342. To continue east, go to 104. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know what? Why don't we just roll for it? Let's say 1 to 10 is north, and 11 to 20 is east. 11 to 20, I got a 15, so let's go east. 104. You move further down the corridor, heading east, and for the first time you hear noise other than the sound of your own footfalls. Echoing down the long passageway comes the sound of hammering, metal on rock, multiplied many times over. It sounds like a mining crew, or someone busy extending a tunnel. Then another passage branching off to the north. The noise doesn't seem to be coming from down here, though. It seems to be coming from ahead, to the east. I kind of want to go east and figure out what this noise is. 331. You stalk quietly along the narrow corridor, heading east. The sounds of metal on stone hammering and picking get louder as you progress. Eventually, you come to yet another north branching passage. Seems like all of these are branching north. The noise appears to be coming from down here, if your ears do not deceive you. You take a deep breath and head down this passage towards the noise. Go to entry 353. My dog is snoring so loud. You make your way down a long passageway hewn from raw stone, and the sounds of hammering and picking grow ever louder. You approach quietly, and soon you see light coming from the end of the tunnel. You see humanoid creatures, goblins. You realize busy chipping away at a sheer rock face. They are all chained together at the feet and watched over by a large bugbear with a battle axe over his shoulder. He moves along the ranks, barking orders in Goblin. What will you do? I could attempt to make a surprise attack on the bugbear. I could walk up and introduce myself to the bugbear and inquire what's going on. Or I could cast a spell and attempt to free the goblins. I don't think I have a spell that would free them. I have command, but I don't really want to... I kind of want to attack the bugbear. I have a wand of magic missiles. I don't want to use... I have one spell slot left, and there's still another quest I could try to do. So I want to try to surprise attack the bugbear. Okay, surprise attack the bugbear. I glanced at the spell stuff, and I don't have any of the spells that were on the options. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to attack the bugbear. Attempt to surprise attack. Oh, but I gotta roll stealth. Let's see. Okay, you tiptoe up behind the bugbear as he moves along the chain gang. Roll stealth, DC 11. I get disadvantage on stealth because I'm a paladin and I'm in armor. Not the worst. Oh. Okay, so I rolled a 13 and a 10. But I do have a +1 to stealth, which brings it to an 11, which meets the DC. If successful, go to Bugbear Enforcer combat sheet and make one surprise attack with advantage, then begin combat as normal. If unsuccessful, then the bugbear notices your approach and spins around to face you, raising his battle axe, roaring with rage. Go to Bugbear Enforcer combat sheet. All right. I am going to the Bugbear Enforcer combat sheet, and I'm going to attempt to make a surprise attack, and I'm actually going to use a charge on my magic missile wand and attack, because it's a guaranteed hit, which is nice. This bugbear has an AC of 16. This is map 18. I need to switch to map 18. Bugbear, BB. AC 16, and it has 27 hit points. I am going to hit it with a charge of my magic missile wand, which is basically just an auto hit, I do believe. Hits a creature of your choice. So 3, it's got 3 darts, so it'll be 3d4. Yep. So we have 4, 5, 8, 13 points of damage against the bugbear. Nice. That's great. I just took him down basically by half. And I think this might be a nice place to go on and stop. So next time we'll roll initiative. We'll deal with this fight. Let's see what the map looks like though. Should be map 18. Yeah, we got a little cave situation here. So I will be fighting a bugbear, and hopefully I will win. 14. That was pretty good. All right. well, this has been yet another installment of me playing through this solo adventure. It's been fun. Now I'm finally getting into some of the quest stuff. I still, like, I'm just scratching the surface of this town. There's so much weird stuff happening, and I've not really gotten to the big picture yet. This is such a different experience than the previous one. So, like, previously was Death Knight Squire, and it was so quick and so short and simple. Now, I do think I chose correctly and kind of, like, fast-tracked my way to the end, sort of, but in terms of chose correctly, I mean, like, chose the path that happened to get me to the end the quickest. But this has so many branching stories and quests that you can really play in this for a really long time. Because this is, like, what, the 4th session or something I've done of this, or, you know, I've been playing through this for a while, and I sit down and play for a couple hours, and it's still, there's so much left to do and figure out, which is so much fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I feel like those of you that do watch seem to like it, so I'm still gonna do these, and now I'm starting to take more regular breaks from DMing my table, just for my own, like, sanity's sake. So hopefully I'll be able to play this a little bit more and kind of get us through this adventure and find the end and see what happens. There are, of course, other solo adventures created by the same person, and I have those, so if we enjoy this and we want more, I might dip into those as well once this one is done. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to support me or this channel, feel free to like and subscribe, but more importantly, leave a comment down below. Talk to me about your own solo adventures that you've done or would hope to do. Talk to me about your thoughts on how I handled this one. Yeah, all those things. But with that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next time. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was kind of disappointed that that chest wasn't a mimic. I've actually yet to put a mimic in a game, and I've yet to encounter a mimic as a player. So it's kind of on my bucket list, and I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to fight a mimic, but that's fine. It probably would have mopped the floor with me. I think I'm like, what, level 2, level 3? I don't know if I'm ready for a mimic yet, but maybe eventually. We'll see. I was not prepared for the goblins to be prisoners, though. I wasn't expecting that. So maybe if I deal with this bugbear situation, maybe I can get these goblins to help me. Maybe that's a feasible option in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm very curious to see where this is going. And, you know, with that magic missile, I only used 1 of the 7 charges, so I could take this bugbear out easy. And I have a high AC, so, like, he might not be able to hit me. I gotta use these magic items I've got, you know? We'll see how it goes. I'm interested to see. I still roll pretty rough, though I feel like this episode was more normal, more standard. It was a little bit more varied in, like, rolling well or rolling poorly, so we'll have to see. Anyway, till next time, guys.